Material removal processes are a shaping operations based on the removal of the material from the original work part so that the remaining part has the final geometry. The material removal processes may be classified into three categories. The machining, which is a material removal by a sharp cutting tool, like the example of the turning, the milling, and the drilling. Also, the abrasive processes, which is material removal by hard abrasive particles, like the case of the grinding. Finally, we have the non-traditional processes that using the various from the other energies to cut the tool instead of the cutting tool. Machining is a broad term used to describe the removal of the material from the workpiece. Cutting by using a single point or multiple points cutting tools. The action will involve the shear deformation of the work material to form a chip. In machining, we have a variety of the work material can be machined, most frequently applied to metals. Also, variety of the part shapes and special geometry features are possible, such as the screw thread, accurate round holes, and very straight edges and flat surfaces. Usually, a good dimensional accuracy and surface finishing can be achieved. Still, the machining is a wasteful of material, but chip generated in the machining are wasted material, at least in the unit operation. Also, it's a time-consuming process, where the machining operation generally takes more than time to shape the given part than the alternative shaping processes, such as the casting or the pattern metrology or the forming. Machine operation generally follow other manufacturing processes like the casting and the forging to achieve the final shape and dimensions. The most important machining operations are the turning, drilling, and the milling. However, we have other processes that consider to be a machining operations like the shaping and the planning, the broaching, and the sewing. The machine parts are classified based on the machining processes into rotational parts and non-rotational parts. The generating is the creation of the work due to the feed trajectory, and on the other hand, the forming involves the creation of the work using the shape of the cutting tool. The forming include the turning and the drilling, while the generating includes the straight turning, the table turning, and the profile milling. A combination of forming and generating to create shape is possible, like the thread cutting on the lathe or the slot milling. The roughing cuts remove a large amount of the materials from the starting work part. Some material will remain for the finished cut. Usually, use a high feed and depth with low speeds. For the finishing, let's complete the part geometry, going to achieve the final dimensions, tolerances, and finish. Usually going to apply a low feed and low depth of cut, while using a high cutting speed. The cutting tool classification can be a single point tools or a multiple cutting edges tools.